Hello, everyone, and welcome to Retirement with Jim. On this channel, we talk about retiring on a modest budget and not needing $1 million to do it. So if you like my channel, my content, please consider hitting the like and subscribe, share button. Leave comments if you'd like. Love to hear from you. So it's a year in review. It's been 1 year since I decided to retire. And so along with that, my plan had been all along to basically live on Social Security, for as long as possible without having to touch my 401k. And so far in the first year, we certainly are, easily making that challenge happen. The longer I can go, my wife and I can go without touching that money, the longer that money lives and survives, and we will not outspend it. So far, it's all turned out quite well. So some of the things to look at, certainly we planned for that. This was not something that just suddenly came upon us. We made a lot of decisions that involved making sure we were ready, for retirement. We did a lot of things that, in terms of paring down our lifestyle, making it really an easy thing for us to do. We got rid of a lot of stuff. We downsized where necessary. Really quite comfortable. We're living in the Phoenix area, so we live in the Southwest. Day like today, it's 95. That might seem like it's pretty hot, but 95 in Phoenix, anything below 100 is really quite good. So we enjoy the weather. We enjoy being out here. And as you can see through the scenery behind me, and I think I have some of my little fine feathered friends over here. Yep, they're all kind of wandering about, looking for some food, looking for me to feed them. Sorry guys, didn't bring you any food. You're on your own. So looking at, the year, there have been some surprises and some things that, were quite expected. One of the things that was surprising to a degree was I really didn't think that I was really stressed much at work. I have to admit that I was more stressed than I thought, and it is nice not to have to work anymore. And that just the relief of not going to a job and not stressing over that job, or, oh, the weekend's done and you got to go back to work, all of that being gone has been wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And it has made me realize that, yes, I ended up with more stress, work-related than I had imagined. So it's certainly wonderful to have done away with that. Along with that, that was a positive, a pleasant surprise. One of the unpleasant surprises is the cost of food. Trying to stay in budget. We allocate, our budget for the month, and we look at, what we spend our money on, and part of that is the food budget. And admittedly, with inflation and the cost of everything going up, we have really kind of struggled with the food budget. Now, part of that is because we probably enjoy eating out more, maybe than we should. I don't cook, never have. So I am wholly dependent on what my wife makes for us. And so sometimes she just doesn't want to have to cook. And I can't say I blame her. I'm okay with, I'm too easy to go, hey, okay, yeah, what do you want me to go pick up? Because that's my style of cooking, So that's just kind of how that goes. So that the food budget has been a challenge. We've adjusted for gas. That's not so bad. I have find a gas app on my phone in my area, and so I really hunt around for the cheapest gas, so you don't drive as much, so not really that big of a deal. But certainly I'm going to always make sure that I'm doing the best to find the most affordable gas for my vehicle. We've gone on a few trips to Vegas. We love Vegas. Don't worry, we are not gambling our retirement away, but it is fun. We enjoy Vegas tremendously, and having gone there a couple times this past year, we even extended our stay. Something we've never been able to do in the past when it comes to vacations. We kind of like Vegas because the proximity to Phoenix, we can just drive there, and it's an enjoyable trip, and we have the freedom then to kind of go anywhere and everywhere in the Vegas area, on strip, off strip, and just really explore. So we have found it was nice to, as a vacation ended, say, nah, we're gonna stay an extra day. Ended up one trip staying an extra day, another one a couple of days, and that's a wonderful feature. You have no time constraints. You have nothing that is holding you back. So along with that, looking at the year, everything has gone pretty well. But I have to say it's gone pretty well because we planned for it. We made a lot of calculations. We kind of knew where we wanted to land, how much money we had available to us for a budget to spend, and so it goes to say that is, and has been successful due to the amount of planning involved. So I would tell you that, certainly plan. Take a look, do your research, because we did, and it's made retiring quite enjoyable. My wife retired about almost 5 years ahead of me, and she just got tired and got out of the rat race, and I wanted to go to full retirement age to get the most amount of money I could. So she was already collecting her Social Security at 62, and I waited until I was full retirement age at 66. So from a money standpoint, it made sense because we knew we would kind of want to live with that money as much and as long as we could. Longer we could go without touching the 401k, the better off we felt we are. And that so far has been quite successful. We planned with insurance. We got Medicare, and we decided for the G plan. It a little extra money every month, but you know what? You get the freedom to kind of go to any doctor where you want. You make the calls. You're taking that out of the insurance company's hands to a degree, and that is another thing that has worked out just fine. Now, part of that too is I've had some health issues, in the past, and so that was another consideration as to why we went with a supplemental plan. Again, very happy with it. I think that that has worked out wonderfully. The one thing that was also a surprise was, I worked a job where I did a lot of walking, so I stayed active. And to a degree, it was almost kind of my health plan. It was my workout. I worked in a 1.5 million square foot building, did a lot of walking. So once I retired, I realized after a short period of time, you really got to make the effort to get out there and kind of walk, exercise a little bit, and stay active. I had one unfortunate incident where I fell in the parking lot at the grocery store. Don't know what happened, but suddenly there I was on the ground. I just turned and suddenly, boom, shock to me. Made me have to reevaluate, my walking, my activities, and go, okay, I think I need to stay a little bit more active. I think I have relaxed and enjoyed not having to do anything, and maybe too much so, making me a little bit more sedentary than I probably should be. So I'm making adjustments to that. So along with that, you do realize that as time goes by, you make adjustments. And, it's when it's time to retire, you just say to yourself, okay, I'm just going to do it. As the old saying goes, just with Nike, just do it. And guess what? You will make adjustments along the way. You will figure out what you need to do. And like, for instance, the adjustment we make in our budget with the food, and things of that sort, gas and things that we need to, fix in our budget and adjust. So you will adjust as you go along. I'm looking down at my friends here. They're kind of begging me for food. Don't want them nibbling on me. So I would tell you, when you're thinking about it, if you're on the fence, just jump in. The water's fine. You will find a way to make it happen. I guarantee you. And most importantly, you'll be most happy with it because you're no longer working and you're getting to enjoy the life that you have. So with that, I'm going to say I'm going to see you in the next one.